The hospital shut down in 1999 after nearly 50 years of operation. Officially, they blamed financial issues, but those who worked there at the time tell different stories. Sudden deaths, staff breakdowns, missing patients. Legends, mostly. Today, the building belongs to a private company. They haven't decided what to do with it yet, so they hire nighttime security and maintenance just to prevent vandalism, looting, or squatters. That's where I come in. I work as the night janitor at St. Marcus Hospital, a massive, decaying structure tucked away in upstate New York. My job's simple. Make rounds, check that the windows are shut, look for signs of intrusion, and report anything unusual. I'm the only one inside. The security guard stays outside in the gatehouse. He never enters. Not once. The first week was quiet. Cold, damp, the smell of mold. A dead place. Just empty hallways, covered equipment, overturned chairs, medical files scattered on the floor. But during the second week, I started hearing footsteps. At first, I thought I was imagining things. The building creaks, pipes knock. Sometimes the wind moves through the halls like it's alive. But these footsteps, they were steady, heavy, like someone was really walking on the floor above mine. I went up, walked every hallway. Nothing, not even a footprint in the thick dust. The next night, I heard them again, and again, always around 2 a.m., always coming from the second floor, near the old psychiatric wing. I avoided that part, felt different. The doors were reinforced, the rooms padded, and the smell sharper. Rusty, almost like dried blood. But that night I went in. I climbed the stairs with my flashlight on and approached the wing. The double doors were slightly open. That was strange, they're always locked with a chain and padlock. And I have the only key. I aimed the light inside. A narrow hallway lined with closed doors. The footsteps stopped. But in their place I heard something else. Breathing. Deep, slow, heavy. Like someone was pressed up against the other side of the first door on the left. I swallowed hard and stepped forward. The air felt heavier there, colder than the rest of the building. And then my flashlight flickered, just for a second, but long enough for me to see it. A figure at the end of the hallway, tall, thin, head tilted to the side, like it was watching me with curiosity. It wasn't moving, but it hadn't been there before. I called out, even though I knew no one would answer. "Is someone there?" The figure took a step back and vanished into the darkness. I ran to the end of the hallway. Nothing. It ended in a cracked wall. No doors. No exits. Nowhere to hide. I went back to the maintenance room and locked myself inside. Stayed up the rest of the night, listening to the occasional clang of metal, creaking doors, and once or twice, someone laughing. A dry, distant laugh like it was coming from inside the ventilation ducts. In the morning, I reported everything. My supervisors listened quietly, then told me not to get carried away. They said I was tired, probably influenced by the building's reputation. But they didn't fire me. They just said, if it gets too much, ask to be reassigned. I didn't ask. In the following weeks, it got worse. I started finding things out of place. Chairs in the middle of the hall, surgical tools laid out on dusty beds, lights on in rooms without power. One night, I found claw marks on a padded wall. For vertical gashes, deep like someone had tried to climb it with their hands. But the worst was still coming. One night, while making rounds on the third floor, I heard a voice whisper my name. "Michael!" I froze. Cold washed over me. I turned around, nothing. But the voice came again. "Michael!" Like a sick child calling for a nurse. I followed the sound to an old operating room with the door wide open. I stepped inside. Everything was covered in dust. But in the center of the room, something was there that shouldn't have been. A wheelchair, facing the wall. I approached slowly. The air buzzed like it was charged. My flashlight started to flicker. When I touched the chair, it turned, slowly by itself. And for a split second, someone was sitting in it. A gray body, lifeless eyes, mouth sewn shut. Then I blinked. It was empty. I didn't run. But I walked fast, all the way down to the first floor, out the emergency exit, and straight to the gatehouse where the security guard was. He didn't ask anything, just handed me a cup of coffee and stayed quiet. After a few minutes, he finally spoke. "Did you see him?" "Who?" I asked. "The one who still walks in there." I didn't answer. I still work the job. I haven't asked to leave. Maybe part of me wants to understand what's trapped in that building. Or maybe it's already too late. Some mornings, when I get home, I find my set of keys on the kitchen counter, even though I remember clearly putting them in my backpack. And every night, right at 2 a.m., I hear footsteps upstairs, even when I'm home.